Hello. Well, today we'll be looking at simple sentences. So, there are simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences. And you've seen all of these before. Today we're only looking at simple sentences. So, a simple sentence is a sentence that contains one main idea and nothing else. A simple sentence needs to have a subject and a predicate. Now, a predicate might be a new word for you, but don't worry. It's like when we have a subject, a verb, and an object. Okay? The predicate are the words that come after the subject. That's all it means. So, our first example, John, that's the subject, likes apples and bananas. That's the predicate. This predicate actually has a verb, likes, and it also has the object, apples and bananas. So we've got the verb, the first object, and another object. The second sentence, all of the dogs, this is the subject, barked, that's a verb, all night long. This is not an object, this is the kind of adverbial phrase of time, isn't it? All night long. Now look at the next one. She is tall. She is the subject. Now there isn't an action verb, there's only the little verb to be and an adjective. So this sentence, it doesn't have subject, verb, object, but it is still a sentence. This is why we call it a predicate, because a predicate might not be a verb and an object. Okay? So they're all simple sentences. Now, a simple sentence does not have to be a short sentence. Often they are, but they don't have to be very short. It can be long, but it should still only have one main idea. If it has two main ideas or more, it's probably a compound sentence or a complex sentence. So, look at how a simple sentence can be expanded. So we'll start with a very short, simple sentence. The alien gazed at the starship. First of all, what's the subject? Well, the subject is the alien. So what's the predicate? Gazed at the starship. So the alien, subject, gazed at the starship, that's the predicate. Now we want to expand it. We want to make it longer, but it still must only be one main idea. This idea is that there's an alien looking at the starship. So here we can add some words to modify alien. We could put in a description of the alien. How about slimy green alien? What else could we add? Well, over here we could describe something about this starship. Maybe it's a damaged starship. So here, adjectives have been added to describe the nouns. Now we have the slimy green alien gazed at the damaged starship. So now it's getting longer, but it's still only a simple sentence because it's only about one subject, the alien, and one action, he's gazing at the starship. Something else we could do, if we take our sort of subject, which now has two adjectives, the slimy green alien, and the predicate, he gazed at the damaged starship, we can still start to add some other words. How about some adverbs? He gazed sadly at the damaged starship. How badly damaged was it? Let's add another one. Extremely damaged starship. So now we've added adverbs. The first one, sadly, describes how he gazed. It's describing the verb. And the second adverb is describing the adjective damaged, extremely damaged. So when we read the whole sentence, the slimy green alien gazed sadly at the extremely damaged starship, we say, oh, it's a long sentence. And usually we think, it's not a simple sentence because it's very long. This is not true. A simple sentence can be long. What we need to do is look carefully and try to see, is there only one subject? And is there only one predicate, one main idea? And the main idea is that he's looking at something. If it is only one subject and one predicate, it's still a simple sentence. The best thing to do is if you find a fanboys like and, or, but, then you know it's not a simple sentence. And if you find other types of connective words like when or while or because, then you know it's a complex sentence. Now, this sentence, the aliens attacked the spaceship. Okay, so what is the subject? Did you spot it? The subject is the aliens. So what is the predicate? Attacked the spaceship. It's one idea, one action. Now, how would you make that a longer sentence, but still only keep one main idea? Now, we've already used slimy and green to describe what the aliens looked like. Here, they're attacking something. So let's use a different type of adjective. Who attacks? We could have a word like evil or warlike. The evil aliens attacked the spaceship. How did they attack it? Could be anything. How about we put it in here? Relentlessly. Remember that word, relentlessly? Something that's happening again and again and again, and we want it to stop. Okay, the evil aliens relentlessly attacked the spaceship. We could keep adding more adjectives and adverbs, and an adverb of time and an adverb of place, and more adverbs of manner, and it would still be a simple sentence. Now, I want you to get your notebooks and expand these sentences with adjectives and adverbs. You could use an adverbial phrase if you want to, but do not use any fanboys words and do not use any conjunctions like when, while, or because. If you start using fanboys or conjunction words, it's no longer a simple sentence. So only add adjectives and adverbs or adverbial phrases. So write your sentences into your notebooks and underline the subject in one color, any color you like, and the predicate in a different color. If you want, you could also put all your adjectives in a third color and your adverbs in a fourth color, just so that you can see them clearly. Okay? So here's the first one. The spaceship crashed on the moon. Copy that into your notebook and then think about how you can improve it and expand it. Then do this sentence. My friend read a science fiction novel last month. Then do this one. The astronauts watched the control panel. And then space travel is expensive. And finally, space exploration is dangerous. So you can pause the video here if you want to copy them down. Okay, now make sure you pause the video if you're still copying this down. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to the next slide. So your final task for today is when you've finished writing out your expanded sentences into your notebooks, I want you to copy your finished versions, your best sentences, into the box where you write your responses in the Google Classroom. This is the same as we did the other day, where after you post your sentences, you can see your other classmates' sentences and you can comment on them. Okay, so we can see what you've been doing. And also, after you've posted your sentences, please also give some constructive comments on some of your classmates' sentences. See what they've come up with. See if they've done it right, and see if they've done a better job than you. You know, maybe you can learn something from your classmates too. Okay, that's all for today.